Hi, my name is Victor Young,
My name is Forrest Young.
and we propose Samsung Interpreter for Samsung.
The problem right now is 11 million deaf and hard of hearing people in the US lack the same conveniences as hearing people, and they only communicate in ASL because right now there are ineffective communication methods. Lip reading, writing, and typing are all bad. There's also a lack of interpreters because they're in low availability. And also, discrimination against deaf people have all resulted in less accessibilities. But despite all of that, the interpreting market for deaf people is huge and growing. The compound annual growth rate is about 12%. So what if Samsung grabs onto this opportunity, but with a twist? Research has found that human interpreters are unsustainable and machine interpreters are attractive to deaf people. Many of them support the development of automatic sign language translation (ASLT).
Our solution is the Samsung Interpreter app, which translates signs automatically. And our target audience is the conversations between deaf and hearing people, and also for deaf AI searches. Here's a demonstration of OmniBridge's alpha model.
Hi, how's it going?
As you can see, OmniBridge from Intel is the only successful company in continuous ASL recognition, and it can do two things. It can recognize facial expressions and signs, but it has not yet released its methodology or the product to the public. So that is the opportunity for Samsung here. Samsung should collaborate with OmniBridge so that we can develop the Samsung Interpreter app and stay ahead of their competitors. And Samsung should use more money to train the model of OmniBridge to be better for its wider audience. Here is our vision. Because Samsung is so unique in its foldable smartphones and tablets, for example, the Galaxy Z Fold or the Galaxy Z Flip, it is perfect for deaf people to prop it up and sign into it. And that is why Samsung is perfect for this opportunity. And we've included here a research paper on how Samsung should use transformer models to improve OmniBridge's model once they get it. Here's a demonstration of what we did. So we basically trained a simple LSTM, long short-term memory network, to look at each sign for 1 second. And as you can see, the accuracy is very high. So we used MediaPipe's Holistic to gather points for the pose, hands, and face at all times. And we basically trained the LSTM for each sign, and we did 4 signs. It is clear that our prototype does not perform continuous sign language. And that is why we suggest Samsung to use transformers to improve OmniBridge's model for continuous. What we did was a first step. Deaf people right now evaluated current existing systems and most approved. For example, a research where 7 deaf users stayed interested for the entire experiment for two-dimensional static hand shapes. So if 2D is that good, 3D will be better, and that is the opportunity that Samsung should grab onto.
Now let's talk about business. If competitors join, Samsung needs to keep the accuracy the best to stay ahead. If the performance is bad, well, we just need more data. And if there are privacy concerns, Samsung needs to make sure that it collects data from trusted datasets and implement a robust privacy policy. We interviewed many ASL signers and deaf people and ASL educators, but the most important person was Mrs. Tolley. She said Samsung Interpreter would be especially useful for sad and traumatic events, and her deaf friends would absolutely love this. She also pointed out that 50% of the deaf population has a disability or intellectual loss, so many of them do not even type and cannot type effectively, so this app will make their lives a lot easier for sure. Here is our implementation plan. First, we will collaborate with OmniBridge to get their AI model, and then we will have software development. This includes gathering data from crowdsourcing and labs, and then improving the model. Next, we will make and refine the app to have it be for conversations and also AI search to use Galaxy AI for deaf people. And also, then we will globalize the software and then keep it up with more data constantly. All of this costs about $1.5 million. This money is put to more input data, developing the software for a team of software engineers, and also the energy costs used for training. So, what is the impact of all of this? Well, Samsung Interpreter's revenue in North America alone will be $5.08 billion for direct revenue from deaf people coming to buy new Samsung phones. And annually, it's about $0.50 billion per year, which makes a total profit $4 billion right off the bat and about $0.5 billion yearly in North America. We accelerate Samsung's revenues by saving time for deaf users. The main attractor is that for deaf and hearing conversations, the time will reduce up to 62%, which means that it will increase deaf convenience by a lot and accessibility by a lot. On a more personal note, we want to thank the Samsung team for this opportunity to learn. Thank you.
And here's our appendix for our prototype code, cost breakdown, profit breakdown, and times breakdown. Thank you.